Okay, hi. Today's topic, or we are going to have a chit chat about being away from home. How does it feel like to be away from home? And I will try to answer a few questions or talk around about being away from home. So I have my person here that assists me. So questions or anything you want to say?
Okay, I have a few questions. The first one is, what do you miss about being away from home? Is it the food, your friends, your family, the music, or maybe the vibe?
Whew. Vibe, music, friends, family. Being away from home, I miss most importantly my family, but it does not come as a daily thing. I get to live and I get to be around people here without actually missing anyone. But there comes a time in my life or here or a few periods where I really want to be with my family. And yeah, I think that would be my first, or that's my kind of thing that always gets to me when I'm not at home. It's my family. My friends, they are not a big deal. Not that much. In terms of vibe, music, or the food, yeah, the food, of course. I'll always miss mommy's cooking or a typical South African dish. Um, Vibe wise, no. Sometimes vibe. I only miss the vibe when it's festive season. Yeah, when it's festive season, that's when I really want to go home. But I have no choice. It's full schedule and I can't do anything about it. Yeah, friends, food. Yeah, food. It's a rare thing that I miss now and then. But yeah, it's for a specific person. I can only say yeah, I miss mommy's food, but the rest, no, not really. Yeah.
Okay, do you miss the language?
No, I do not. I do not miss any other South African languages except English. Not really except English, but I find myself speaking a lot of English anyway, even when I'm back at home. So I cannot say, I miss speaking Setswana. I miss speaking whichever language I can speak. I only miss the language part when I am here and I struggle to do stuff. For example, going to buy something or looking for transport or whatsoever. It can be very difficult. That's when I'll miss home. Like if this person understood English or if this person understood Setswana, I could just easily explain to them what I actually need. So finding help can be tricky. That's when you'll be like, I miss a certain language so that we can understand each other. Because most of the people here do not really speak much English. It's just a survival guide. Yeah. And yeah, it's a matter of help, being assisted. It can be tricky. That's when you start missing a certain language, especially from home. Right? If they could speak Setswana, if they could speak Sesotho, we could understand each other easily. So the language barrier here is quite huge, and it's not so easy to have a conversation or to help or to have a common understanding due to language barrier. And that's when it clicks and say I miss home and I miss speaking a particular language where everyone can understand me.
Okay, how did you adapt?
I told myself adapt or die. Yeah, it it's like that. As soon as I moved, I said, no matter what, you have to adapt or die. That was my. I still live by that. Wherever I go, I say adapt or die. You know, I came here and I said be open-minded. Whatever they throw at you, take it, and those that you can use, keep them. Those that are a bit useless, let it go. So I had to learn very quickly. I have to learn how people live, how things are being done. So yeah, and one thing that I managed to do, I think it's never comparing China to South Africa. Never. So as soon as I got here and I landed, I said, this is not South Africa, it will never be the same. It's two different planets. Very different. So that's how I got to adapt. So whatever whatever came across me or whatever I encountered, I just said, it's what it is and I have to deal with it. So adapt or die.
Okay, what is the importance of joining a social club to integrate with the local or the expat community? This can be a sports, writing, or music club, any kind of club.
Yeah, being away from home helps you with that. It is of utmost importance to join a certain club in society. For me, I think I have survived quite a lot by joining a football club, because it helps you to interact with the locals. It helps you to do what you like, your hobby or whatsoever. It helps you to go out there, not just being stuck at work or on campus or wherever you'll be staying. It makes you a local as soon as you get a club. So as soon as you are away, whatever you do, you play tennis, find a tennis club. You like reading, find people that likes reading or reading club or whatsoever, because it refreshes your mind and you get to settle in quicker than sitting at home with nothing at all. So I can say that interaction with colleagues as well, maybe at the workplace, try to go out with them, make friends and all that. It helps you to settle in and not be homesick easily. So joining a particular club is of utmost importance for you to settle in a particular place. Yeah. So I think on my part, I thank football so much, because I can go wherever and I never get to miss home. If I miss playing with my friends at home, I can play here and relate a little bit, you know. So for me, it's a good thing. So join a certain club. It's very important. Join a foreigners group where they have a social every Friday night, or where they meet up for a trip. Go to those stuff. They will really help. Yeah, contact others. Where you from? Durban, I'm from Pretoria, I'm from wherever. Get with each other and go away on a trip. That way you take a lot off your shoulders from being in a foreign country. Yeah.
Okay, have you had to deal with being jet lagged? If so, how did you do it?
I think I'm forever jet lagged because I don't know. I had to train my body very hard. Every day between 9 and 10, or between 8 and 10, I had to make sure that I'm in bed without my cell phone. Try and sleep or read a book. No technology, nothing. Because I feel like with the phone, it still keeps your mind awake and you still speak with people back home and you still think you're still using a South African time or whichever country you're from. So 8 p.m. to 10, during that period, phone is away and I try to read or just stay in bed and try and sleep. So, but it takes a while. Maybe the first 2 days you will not sleep at 10 o'clock, you will not sleep at 9:30, you will still struggle. So, but as time goes by, you eventually get to the point where the body naturally just goes to bed at that particular time, and yeah, you start moving with everyone here.
Okay. What do you enjoy the most about traveling?
What?
What do you enjoy the most about traveling? So you've been away from home for a while now. What is it that you enjoy the most?
I get to be happy. I get to be very happy. That is my honest answer, and that is all I have, and that is all I felt right now. Whenever I'm away from home, I get to be the happiest person ever. I'm a bit grumpy when I'm at home. I don't know why, but that is the truth. When I'm traveling, even here, after work and everything, when I say I'm going somewhere, I get to be the happiest man ever. I just glow. I start to smile. It's very positive for me, I think, mentally. So that's the thing that I like. It opens up my heart. I get to be very pure, and there's a lot of positivity that's going on in my life every time I travel, every time I get on that plane, every time I get on that boat, every time I check in wherever. It's really nice for me, and I feel at ease. I'm very happy. So that is number one for sure. I get to be very happy. The education part, yeah, we can say this too, is education. I get to learn a lot of stuff, get to meet a lot of people. People not that much, but wherever I go, I get to learn something from that particular place. A bit of history, a bit of culture, a bit of the way of living. All those stuff together, it's a good package for me every time I travel. So I can say I'm quite happy about that as well. Yeah.
Okay. My last question: would you go back? Would you go back home?
You're exposing me now. That's a tricky question, but it's a good one. I saw this one coming, and I've thought about it. Part of my goals. I don't know, must I answer this question or not? In short, eventually I will go back home, depending on particular reasons, which will be very personal. However, according to my plan, go home maybe 10 years before I decide that I'm going to retire from a daily job. So I will eventually go home 10 years before, but after that 10 years, I will be on the road again for my retirement. So I'll be retiring on an airplane again and whatsoever. So 10 years before retirement, I will go home. I will go work at home. If not, if I go earlier than that, then it's something huge, eh? I don't want to say what it may be, but then it's something huge, yeah. But if let's say I go 10 years prior what I initially wanted to do, it will be something nice and big, which I hope it will bring a lot of happiness to me. And immediately after that comeback, I don't think I'll stay for long, maybe 5 years, and then out again. Yeah, so eventually I will go home, just not in the next 10 years. No, I think I'm still young. Yeah.
Okay, so this is all I have
That's
for
all
you
you
today.
Okay, yeah. So that is our topic for today, and wrapping it up, being away from home is not a train smash, I want to encourage people to take that risk of traveling. There's nothing wrong. I also want to urge our listen, our South African black parents, let us go, let your kids go, let them venture out, let them take that risk, because at the end of the day, to be honest, life is also about them, and let them bloom. Do not be afraid of stuff that you probably read on the news or whatsoever. Let people just be out there. So take a risk and enjoy life. The world should be your oyster. That's it. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening today. I'll see you next week.